Alright, let's start off this part 2. DLC.
Mhm. Well,
Man,
dude, that's part. Well, dude, that's part. Well, not. Well, not, is it part two now?
yeah, this part 2. For some reason, you talk so much, it get to the point that we gotta, like, literally make it longer. That way I gotta spray these apart instead of giving them a 30-minute video. But anyway, welcome to another segment of Shawn Jon Play. We're gonna continue to talk about microtransactions and DLCs and more about how we feel about it. We were going on about like how gaming was different back in the day. It was like way more better due to the fact that everything was just on the goddamn disc. Like let's say for instance the PS2, the glory days, everything was on the disc. All the consoles, the secret weapons, or you gotta make it, you gotta find the iron to do it. You gotta actually work for it. Work for it. And it seems like they took all that away from us just because a lot of people are lazy. They don't want to get the full value out of their game. They want to dish out more money just to get a shortcut. Just how some people are, man. If you could get a shortcut in life, you would actually do it. Honestly, they say, John, you want to pay for it and have a better life? Pay this much a month. You would do it. You know what I'm saying? This is how people are.
Man, well, now, dude, the fucking equivalent question of that is, would you have sex with an older woman if
how old?
she was
How
a billionaire? If she was like 67?
Hell no.
You're like, man, she is a billionaire. She is 67, and she when she dies, she will write all her money off to you.
Holy shit! That put me in a bad predicament.
Would it now?
Yeah, but I had nightmares of her old damn soggy ass body for the rest of my life.
But going with the point though, is that right there is like a shortcut to a lot of people, because they'll definitely do that with an older woman because they're like, she will take care of me, she will do all these things, I don't have all this to worry about. And and a lot of people will just say, I'll take it. I mean, a lot of dudes would. A lot of girls already do it to where they're like, if they will openly get with an older man and have him pay for all their stuff, and nobody will really say all that much about it to them. It's just like, she wrong for this and that. That's pretty much about it. If you would do that, you do that, your friends will be like, well, hold that over your head forever. And it's like, well, hey man, I got money though. Pretty much the only comeback.
Like, I got money, I can buy new friends. Fuck all y'all motherfuckers.
Damn.
But man, I just say that's the whole point of DLC, man. For people to get the easy way out of something, or they want to extend the game and play more of this game that they love. But it makes the developer seem lazy as fuck, because they should have put that there in the first place.
Well, dude, back up. Well, dude, DLC originally was just supposed to be expansion packs. It was supposed to be the same game.
You know what, motherfucker?
They just add on like way more weapons. They add on another map. You know how Tales of Grace F is.
They got the extra story.
Pack.
Yeah, the extra story part.
It has the extra story. They tweak the game. They add in all these things, and they do that to say that this is the complete experience of the game. They do it a little bit more often nowadays because you hear the whole definitive edition just thrown in front of everything today. Because
oh my god! You talk about AD remakes? Please do not bring that up.
No. What I'm talking about is gaming in general today. I mean, look at Mortal Kombat 9. There is a Mortal Kombat Complete Edition. What is that? They tweak the game. They give you every piece of DLC, everything that they had released, and it is all on one disc. Okay, I understand that because you did have DLC, you did have all these things, and pretty much you did want to update and upgrade the game. I get it. I understand. going with what the original idea for what DLC was, and for the expansion packs, it was just supposed to be it was supposed to be an extra disc that had like an extra story on it. Some brand new weapons. They tweaked up the gameplay a little bit, and then they gave it out there to people. And if you completed the game, or you got like far enough in the original game, you can just access it and go to like this entirely different part and just have fun with it. I mean, like Fallout,
like a Borderland,
like
Hansel and Disney got every DLC. You just feel like, damn, we could have got this in the first place. That's how people feel about DLC. I know, I understand where you're coming from with it.
I mean, I bought Borderlands 2, and with the season pass that they gave me extra stories, they gave me extra weapons, they gave me extra levels and all this other stuff. They even gave me an extra character, and I'm like, that's a expansion pack that is done right, because you were giving me all this extra stuff and everything. However, it sort of cheapens the deal when, like, somewhere down the road, or at least like when some companies, when they just say, you know, fuck it, like within like 9 months, we are just gonna resell it, give you everything for like a lower price than what we did 9 months ago, which sort of cheapens the deal. Because I really can't be mad at Borderlands now, because Borderlands came out when, like in 2011 or 2010, 2011, somewhere along those lines, and when that game came out with all of this DLC spaced out, even with all the seasonal shit, it's like it's spaced out enough to where it still expands upon the game and makes you want to play it. Other games that we fucking see, and you fucking know it, is that like, buy this costume pack, buy these weapon upgrades, buy these gems, buy these like little trinkets you need to like make it to like the next level. I mean, like, that's not something that's worth me dropping $20 on. I mean, that's just not really worth it. How do you feel about it?
I don't depend how bad I want it. Like, for instance, like Tails game. I mean, I've done it. Every time a Tails game go, I personally go directly into the store before I even play the game and buy the damn clothes. I do, man. I can't even lie. It's just sometimes I like to change the appearance of my character, man. Just the outfit be cold, man. Mostly be actually like $1.99. And you know, and then to come find out, some of the outfit that you buy on the tail game, you can later unlock it if you just wait. And that what pissed me over that happening. Like, why the fuck is the DLC if it's in the game already? That's the only time. That's the only time that pissed me. That's the only time that shit pissed me off. Is that usually it don't piss me off if I'm not going to buy it to begin with, you know. You know, I don't really care for, like, okay, I don't really give a fuck. It not going to phase me. You know, I ain't got time for it. You know, I ain't going to buy it anyway. Like, when they talk Evolve, I don't care about that damn game. You know, I never going to buy the damn game, you know. Or they talk about
Evolve is not a play type of a game that I would really want to play anyway, because the game itself it's just that one setup. It's just hunters versus a monster. And I understand if this was like an online thing.
It is an online game.
That's not enough to. I mean, like, if it was just like a team deathmatch thing, then I would be way more inclined to buying it if the game itself, if it had an actual story to it. But
right.
But as far, I mean, like, I don't necessarily know because I never played the game. But with what they present, it's not.
I might get that game for like.
To me what I really care about.
I wouldn't spend $59.99 on that shit. But like, let's say for instance, while we're going at the first time, is like, for instance, like all the microtransactions on this particular game. I haven't bought any of it. To be honest with you, if you just waited until the damn disc version came out, you practically got every goddamn thing. You do have everything actually. It's all on the disc, and basically all the microtransactions, you just don't buy it. Just play the game and unlock every damn thing. That's why it didn't bother me. You know, people making a big deal. I made a video about it. They don't have microtransactions. You get little hearts, little gems, and shit like that. To make the game easier. People are like, that shouldn't be in the game to begin with. I'm like, well, shit, you ain't got to fucking buy it at all.
Well, it is. Now it is in the game in the form of the daily missions of saying like because like if you notice you have a blue heart and pretty much you have red hearts. The blue hearts are the ones in which that you get daily. The red ones are the ones in which that you buy. And I'm like, you don't have to buy them unless you're really bad at the game and you just are and pretty much you just suck like that. But other than that, though, I'm like, there really is no reason for me to really be getting all heated and talking about something like, well, now I don't, I don't like the microtransactions, and as I said before, it bothers me when they take out the whole thing of you just can't get it. You know, looking at companies that like specifically take out DLC and then they just say, or it's like they take out actual content and then they make it DLC. When Saints Row took out cheat codes and they made it to where you had to pay money for cheat codes, that was a bit offensive to me. I think all enemies explode on the map, so be careful with that. Oh. But like when they did that though, I mean like that. Oh,
don't let me start on that easy fatality shit. Just learn how to do a damn fatality, man.
I mean, it's right there. And besides, again, with the whole thing of like you can just buy you can just spend money and pretty much unlock the crypt. So like as soon as you do that, you have every fatality, every costume, everything right there. And I'm like, well, what is the point of me spending money for it if like it's at my fingertips? You know, well, that's the part that really bothered me. And I'm like,
I'm not gonna work for it, play the game, and learn how to play the game, and go for that damn thing, get my full money worth instead of just buying it and spending more money. I just, you know what I'm saying? I understand where you're coming from, but sometimes, man, you just can't help yourself. I mean, like, look at that damn outfit, though. Like Chelsea Olivia, that basketball outfit,
for me, it is Dynasty Warriors. I mean, like, I know that Dynasty Warriors is, like, the one game, man, that pretty much gets, like, the worst rap on the fucking planet for not changing all that much. But I'm like, for me, I've been playing a lot of the games that have been coming out so far. So I'm like, really, a lot of people, they really can't be judging Dynasty Warriors all that harshly. When most of the games that we have today, they don't really fucking change all that much. But
Call of Duty.
But I digress. But pretty much going on that shit though, it's a thing of like I look at the costumes in that and I'm like, I really fucking like them. I like them. I fucking love them. It's like all these novelty costumes, and for me, it's a thing of like, as you already know. It's like when they do it for one character, or like, or it's like they do it for like a whole set of characters, and I'm like, they got me right there. I mean, like if Mortal Kombat, if they have the Russian outfits out right now, or at least like they have the previews out for everybody, and I'm like, if they had a Soviet costume for every character, I man would definitely be like, oh man, they sure here, man, it's bad. It's fucking badass. I would spend $20 on that because it looks interesting. But as you know, when they start singling out things and then they start half-assing it and only giving it to like specific people, it's like I don't really care for it all that much anymore. I mean, like you have a Soviet Sub-Zero and a Soviet Scorpion, Soviet Sonya and Jax. Kano. And nobody else, when they start doing shit like that, I'm like, well, now, I just don't fucking care. But that's just me personally, and also, it's also the whole thing of like, I like these games. I like them a lot. I love everything that they do with them, but then at the same time, it's like, still, give me the option to just go through and just play the game and unlock it on my own. But right. They don't want to do that. Because, you know, I mean, like, me going for my guilty pleasure of saying, like, okay, I will go out and I would buy that shit to I probably shouldn't because of reasons, and, you know, this shit, it probably shouldn't be out in the first goddamn place. It should be on the fucking disc like how it used to be. But because as you know, a lot of these developers nowadays.
Hey, we gotta end this video. It posted the damn 15 mark. But anyway, to you guys saying, check out Johnny Gray's show. We're going to have a part 3.
Developers, man, because they can't save their arguments. They really can't.
All right. Peace out.